Love, Simon is a film that will be coming out this March and is based on Becky Albertalli's novel, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I love this movie. I had literally listened to the 7-hour audiobook in 2 days and finished it literally right before viewing the film. Literally, I was driving to the theater with the last 15 minutes of the book playing and finished as I drove up to the theater. And I'm going to be honest, I was nervous about the movie not turning out as good as the book. The book is really, really great, and if you search book reviews online, several people are raving about how hard it is to put this book down, and I cannot agree more with them. If you like to read, go check out the book. It's really, really good. And I am happy to say that this movie lived up to the standards set by the book and was so entertaining. I didn't feel the need to look at my watch, not one time. Every second of this movie allowed me to get lost in the story, and I was either in suspense, laughing, or crying. This movie has very touching moments, and I don't want to say I was bawling, but my eyes were not dry. This movie has emotional moments. The last movie I cried in was Coco, and this movie is my favorite recent movie since Coco. Before I get into the rest of my review, I just want to mention that YouTube is cutting off the money I make from it on February 20th if I don't get to 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 hours of watch time. I currently sit at around 600 subscribers, and so if you enjoy these reviews, it would mean so much to me if you were to subscribe and check out my movie playlist link towards the end of this video, which has every single movie review video that I've ever made. Thanks so much. I really do appreciate that support. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Love, Simon. The story is about a 17-year-old high school junior named Simon who doesn't want anyone to find out that he's gay. One day, Simon meets another guy online who goes by Blue, who also happens to go to the same school as Simon and also happens to be gay. Simon and Blue become pen pals, and they both choose not to reveal their identities to each other. They simply email each other back and forth, and they develop a very strong and transparent relationship. One of the strongest aspects of the book is we get to see how much Simon and Blue share with each other. The book displays all of their emails, and so it really felt like we were peeking into the lives of these characters, and I was worried that the movie wouldn't get that detailed and that their online relationship would just feel superficial. But I'm glad to say that they chose to have Nick Robinson, who portrays Simon, read every single email that they send to each other aloud. And I got the same positive feelings that the book gave me when watching these two communicate on film. And you really fall in love with their relationship because it's so honest and sincere. There's no way it can be based on lust because they both have no idea what the other person looks like. They just fall in love with each other's personality through the conversations that they have. It feels very innocent. The main conflict of the story, and this is revealed on page 1 of the book, so I wouldn't consider it a spoiler. It begins when one day, one of Simon's classmates sees the emails between Simon and Blue and takes screenshots of these emails. This kid blackmails Simon into doing something Simon really doesn't want to do, and now Simon has to figure out how to handle this conflict that actually starts to begin to affect his friends and family while trying to figure out who Blue is. Love, Simon has a nice suspense element to it, just like the book did. The entire time you're wondering, who is Blue? And every time a new guy is introduced, you're wondering, is it him? Could it be that guy? It's a big mystery. The book gave me that vibe, and the film does as well. I think this is a very relevant film for 2018. There's lots of people who feel like it's so hard to come out and be honest about their sexual orientation, and this film shows that so clearly. I think it's a movie almost all audiences should see. It is a PG-13 movie and does have curse words, so parents, that might be a reason not to take really young kids. But I think those who are attracted to the same sex will be able to relate to the main character, and people who are straight will be able to really understand this coming out conflict that the LGBT community goes through. And everyone has met someone who has had same-sex attractions, and this film gives us an idea of how hard that can be for people. The performances are awesome. There's a couple of lines that come out from the book that felt a little forced in or just awkward. There's a principal and a teacher who say things a principal and a teacher probably wouldn't say in real life, but it makes for some funny moments. And because the story, the conflict, and the characters are so strong, those forced moments were easily forgivable. I really like Simon's parents. Jennifer Garner and Josh Duhamel play Simon's parents wonderfully. They're likable, open-minded, and Simon knows they would be accepting of him being gay. This isn't like Prayers for Bobby, where the main protagonist had very close-minded parents. Simon is okay with being gay, but is scared to say it because he feels like it will put a label on him that he can't take back. And he's not sure how everyone's going to respond to it. Up to this point, no one suspects that he might be gay. He's had girlfriends in the past. And Nick Robinson does a great job at portraying that pressure that Simon is feeling. All of Simon's friends were equally likable. I liked all of them. I love the humor in this movie and think most of it works well. One of my favorite scenes is where Simon is thinking, what if straight people had to come out to their parents the same way gay people have to come out to their parents?
It doesn't seem fair that only gay people have to come out. Why is straight the default?
I have something I need to tell you.
I like girls. You trying to kill me?
I like men. I'm straight. I'm heterosexual.
Oh, God, help me, Jesus.
The movie is full of overall funny moments that I really enjoyed. Despite some lines feeling forced, I really enjoyed this movie. It had me feel just an array of different emotions, and I think it's a very relevant film for today's time. With that being said, I'm going to give Love, Simon an A+. Go check out this movie March 16th. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and if you get the chance to see it, let me know what you thought about it. If you enjoyed this review, like this video and help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers by February 20th by subscribing to EskimoTV, where you can always expect icy and chilly EskimoTV reviews.